Hey everyone, and welcome to Sisters in Lit in Life, where we discuss the lit we read and life. I am Shannon,
I'm Whitney.
And I am Rayn.
and Yasmin slash Layla will be joining us later. Whichever
Hopefully.
one she decides to
Whichever
show up
account she
today.
gets in here.
Today we will be discussing Finally Famous by Lady Nesha. If I can grab it. Is it right here? Yes, right here.
Yay.
Dang, I forgot my little notes. I had took notes and everything, and I think after
Oh my gosh, you guys are unprepared.
we are
What kind of
unprepared.
human talk is this?
I know, right?
Not-
I know. But this was my book, so just a quick recap for it from the main parts of the book. So, Rollo is a little YN in the hood. He's a little rapper. His mama crackhead. His sister pretty much raised him. So he kind of blows up, and they're in the strip club. It's a strip club. They in a club.
Some kind of club.
And, yeah, they're in a club, and Taylor is the waitress. So she goes over there. It's a little. Rollo got a little homeboy that's a little fuck nigga. And so she going back and forth with him. Of course, for Rollo, it's love at first sight. He like, you want to stay in the section? She like, nah, I'm gone. So she leave. She has a boyfriend who is this old man that everybody is referencing as an old man, including her granddad. Like everybody. Literally, and her granddaddy is referencing this man as an old man, and so she's dating him. And anyway, fast forward, her old man, he just came out of a relationship where his wife cheated on him, so he's like super jealous. He don't want her doing nothing, but of course now she's running to Rollo. He inviting her to listening parties and to the studio, and all of that. So they become friends. The boyfriend, the old man, he hears her on the phone one day talking about Rollo. He get mad,
kicking her feet and on the phone, just having a Moesha moment.
he hear it, go ballistic, and pretty much hold her hostage. She put out the back signal. Her homegirl come through, with a plan to get her out of the situation. They get out of the situation. She leaves, and then finds out that she's pregnant. Find out she's pregnant. For whatever reason, she ended up going back. Her and Rollo are still like communicate. They start actually communicating. He sliding in the DMs. They start chit chatting, get phone numbers, whatever. So she pregnant. She ended up going back to the old dude. And one day she at his house, and he has a son, and the son coming there talking about candy. He had some candy, and it is her birth control pill. So we find out that the old dude been slipping her placebos so that she can get pregnant. She also finds a little tape on the iPad of the old dude and his ex-wife. So of course she like, I'm out of here. She finna go. They leave. Her and Rollo start dating or whatever. And the rest is a lot of ups and downs. Rollo find out his dad is a crackhead. His mama is a gold digger, and she robbing herself so that she can get him to buy her a house. He find out his best friend slept with his ex, and they got a baby that he didn't know nothing of. He thought that was some other dude baby. It's a lot of stuff going on. A little side stories in the book, but ultimately I didn't finish, so I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if they lived happily ever after at the end or not, but it was a lot of situations going. She kept finding herself in situations Taylor did, where I don't even know why she wanted Rollo or that old ass nigga. So what y'all think?
It was just crazy. It was
a lot going on in that book.
Because I think too, like, there wasn't a whole lot of storyline from the side characters. It was really Rollo, Taylor, and what was the old man? What was his name?
Jasper.
It was really mostly focused on them all to BS. every now and then you got a little bit of side stuff from like Kiki, her friend. Her friend brought the humor to the book for sure. Like her friend was just
down. Like that's why I
don't
need
care
somebody to
what.
come for me when I'm like, oh, I need somebody to swoop through, bust
She
the
said,
windows down.
I got Mike to do. You know, I ain't running through no parking lot. I got Mike to do that shit.
Exactly. I'm not doing all that. I'm too fat for that. But that's what I need my friends when I'm in a situation and I'm like, girl, come here. I need you to have the master
On the
plan.
We outside already.
Yeah, we already here. So, yeah, it was a lot going on though. The book had a lot going on.
It did. It had a lot. Like I feel like every time she got into a place where she was like, cool, you didn't escape the crazy man. Cool. Oh shit, now you're pregnant. Oh damn. Well now okay, you're pregnant, but you don't know what you want to do. Then you start talking to Rollo, get a relationship, like
I don't know why she went back. What did she go back for?
I don't know why she went back. Why? I don't know, because the first time you hold me hostage in my house for 4 days. 4 days.
Oh,
not only that,
4
you got
days.
boo bopped. You got boo bopped.
Yeah, he mushed her in the face and then pushed her on the face.
And pushed her on the couch and then held her arms and behind her head and was pushing the bracelet so far into the arm that it caused her to bleed. You're doing too much.
We ain't got nothing else to talk about, sir.
We ain't got nothing else to talk about, daddy or no.
Not one thing. But I guess if she hadn't gone back in the story, then she wouldn't have lost the child, because the stress of whatever he did to try to keep her in there again.
She needed to lose that one. I'd have safe flighted
myself. That's what I'm saying.
Down.
The stress.
But I think she lost it because the man was old, and it probably the fetus wasn't by
his swimmers.
Okay, he was only 13 years older than her.
How old was
she wasn't that. Oh, she wasn't even in her 30s yet.
He was in his. So yeah, I guess maybe he was. But
the license plate said it was 30. They
said no. If your pappy was over there talking about that nigga was old, that nigga was old.
Yeah, because on the license plate
he did.
I thought he was 13 years. I was like, 13 years isn't that much. Like if you're like 19, okay, yeah. But when you're in your late 20s, 13 years isn't that. Like that's 40 something. That ain't. She said he's old enough to be my daddy. Not really. Unless he's 13 years older than what he told her. So
that's what she said, but I don't understand why she was like, no, she said 13 years older than her. I don't understand why everybody and their granddaddy was calling that man old, and you was shocked and appalled that he was actually old. Yeah. Everybody was talking about
Everybody was saying that.
Everybody was calling that man granddaddy.
Because even when they was talking about the wife, they was saying like your old coochie lips and your old flappers.
The situation was this: when he walked in that room and the ex-wife was on the couch with the hair, with the baby, with the hair gapped open. You know that man was old if he was liking hair. You know that's an old man. That shit was old. And she was old too. Martha Bertha laying on that couch with that hairy pooty cat. Talking about she had to lift it up to
yeah, she had to separate it so you can see the pink meat. Like, bruh, what?
Oh, that's too much hair.
Your legs, you can't see the pink meat. Girl,
that's too much hair.
I'm gonna need for you to thin that out.
There. That's the 80s style, right?
Oh, that's too much hair.
But the part that you missed in the book, from where you from where you left off at a part where his mama and his cousin came to rob the house, tried to sexually assault
him up.
the girl, and got lit on fire and aerosol candle. And caused them to catch on fire more. But after that, what's his name? Rollo was performing, and Jasper showed up at the performance and shot Pum Pum
Rollo?
Kiki. No. Kiki and Taylor.
And he shot Kiki in the shoulder and shot Taylor in the stomach. And
at that point, she was pregnant, so she had to go to she had to go to the hospital, and she was in hospital until she gave birth. The baby was delivered 2 months earlier, than anticipated, but after that they lived happily ever after.
Jasper went to jail.
But what happened
Jasper went to jail.
Yeah, but what happened was they at the red carpet and he gets down, he proposes to Taylor.
I'm at the red carpet now. He proposes on the red carpet now.
Yeah, and as soon as he proposes to her, she turns around to show the audience like my ring, and she sees Jasper, but it's too late. So as soon and she's gone. Like they see her take her last breath, and that's where that chapter ends. That's what I said, because she's dead at that word. She's dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
And then the next chapter opens up at him performing on a concert, like a year, like
at another concert,
weeks later.
And she's pregnant again. So she done had the baby. She done got pregnant in the hospital room because he done busted wide open.
2 weeks after he was in there.
Didn't even wait. She was like, "This is ghetto as hell. How am I pregnant? I got 2 under 1. Fuck a 2." She got 2 under 1.
Yeah.
And they live happily ever after.
So she recovered from childbirth and a
gunshot wound to her shoulder, like her chest, and then he was holding her stomach. The gun went through his hand into her stomach, but it missed the sac.
It missed the baby
by millimeters. So, but I'm telling you right now, Rayn, the way she wrote that, she was dead right there. She took her last breath. The daddy scooped her out of his hands. He's like, I gotta let the daddy say goodbye to his baby.
Were you crying?
I didn't cry. I threw the candle because I said, "Oh shit!"
I did cry
all the way to here. I did cry. One little piece of this book, and I don't know who it was who was talking, but they were talking about the mom.
Don't tell me. I was about to say, don't tell me you cried when that duck ass nigga died.
No, when they were talking, I don't know if it was her talking to her dad or if it was Trooper talking about the mom, but it was he was just talking about how I don't have this mom. The mom, it was just a mom thing, and then her mom passed and stuff. So I was a little teary. I was so sad,
Trooper had me dying.
Trooper was dying.
Trooper needed his ass. No, which one was the one that was recorded?
That was Jalen. That was Jasper's son. I'm
talking about Trooper and what he was doing to that damn teacher. He glued the fucking hamsters together. He was burning her shit.
Burning her toothbrush.
He gave Rollo the 3rd degree. Talk about, are you gonna keep your toothbrush here too? And he was like, "Nah, little nigga." He was like, "Carry on." Carry on.
Not having it.
Just as long as you don't bring your toothbrush here, we don't have no issues. He was like, "What you do with the toothbrush?" He was like, "I put it in the toilet." He was like, "You can't do that." "Okay, I'll put it back." What? No.
These kids in this book was bad.
They were. Oh my god.
I was surprised. The other little boy that recorded his dad and his mama. Y'all ain't say nothing to this little boy. Why was he recording?
He was just behind.
He was behind. He had to be out of sight.
So I don't know why I pictured their house as the house that from Baby Boy, where him and Yvette lived in that apartment kind of complex. I know it's a house, but in my head, the kitchen corner, the peninsula for the kitchen is right here, and it's in the living room. So he behind the peninsula going like this with his thing, because he a spy, and he done caught the whole in and out of the Harry Potter.
Yeah,
why?
Yeah. Why would you want to record that? Why would you even want to sit there and record that? And he had multiple videos.
Ain't nobody gonna address it. Y'all, we not gonna talk about that.
Nobody. No. His daddy was too much of a drunk and trying to find out where Taylor ass is going. He done lost his whole life. And the mama was over there too busy worried about Jasper ass.
Sherry or Sheila? She ended up apologizing. Did you saw where she apologized to Taylor, right?
And Taylor had her right. I was like, don't nobody want to worry about your ignorant ass apology. Don't nobody want that.
Yeah.
You didn't try to shit on me several times. I don't want.
You're lucky you got what you got.
You messed around while I was going through whatever I was going through. You was over there messing with my man the whole time. Bruh, kick rocks.
Yeah.
I apologize. I shouldn't have did that. Girl, you was a cheating ass whore.
When she went back to the egg, technically they was broke. She had left.
They was on break.
No. But then they got back together and they were still banging.
They were still fucking after they got back together. Yeah.
Yes.
Because it was a week.
Because he was like,
the
she's
video she saw
pregnant,
was
and
only
so
a
I
week
can't
earlier.
hit it the way that I want to hit it.
Yeah.
That's what he told her.
That's
And
true.
she was just like, okay.
That is
Putting that
true.
wood
But she let him treat her like how you in the bed with him and he over here talking about in his sleep, I love Taylor.
Oh,
And
Taylor.
you just give, oh my gosh.
She don't care. She just wanted him, which was weird. Like, why do I want these?
Why?
What is this man doing? But I guess
I mean, he
I
was
don't know.
laying it down. His dick game was fine, I guess, and he had a good. He worked
She
on
didn't
an
know that
assembly
until after
line.
the second round. It was
No, he had got all the tricks from Taylor ass.
right. So
But why would you even want that? Like, I don't want it because you done learned all your tricks from the new bitch and then you gonna come use them on me? Oh man, I'm
he
good.
told her, she said, you treat me like a side or something like that. He said, no, I'm treating you like the, what he said, I'm treating you like a hoe.
Like the whore you are? Yeah.
Girl, he
I
talked to
don't
her
want
any
it.
kind of way. He
I don't
talked to
want
her
it. You
any
can
kind
keep
of way.
You can keep
But
it.
then,
I don't want none of that.
He over here on his hands and knees, tying Taylor's shoe and putting a lotion on her ankles. That shit
I
was
mean, all the
funny.
men in here was crazy. Like,
They were.
And
Charlotte
then
was
you want to
cool, but
get
everybody else,
mad, and you utilize every point that you could to call me a a messy, wide back bitch. Like, and you're gonna be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I should have seen. Like, just because I'm bigger than you, you want to look. Nope. I don't want your
was
apology.
the bodyguard friend? Was he gay?
No, he was messing with Kiki.
He was messing with Kiki. Oh, it's starting to rain real hard.
Because he kept referencing like the man, somebody was gay, like the man was gay or something.
That's Duke. Duke was saying that stuff.
I know, but why he kept bringing it up?
Oh, maybe Duke was there.
Don't nobody. I was about to say, don't nobody listen to whatever the hell Duke was talking about because he couldn't even get his life together. Ain't nobody worried about what that man said.
He popping pills.
Duke is the one that flew out the window?
No, that was Dre. Dre flew out the window.
Oh no, he fell. He fell and punctured his lung.
Yeah, he fell and punctured. Duke. When they were when he was in the high-speed chase.
I don't remember. Cause he passed. Oh, he passed away.
Yeah. His lung got punctured when he was in the car accident. Dre got ejected from the car. Yeah.
Dre got ejected from the car.
Something poked his lung.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, did nobody tell me if the little girl passed away?
No, she was just in critical condition, but we didn't hear if she was okay or not.
You didn't hear it. I guess she was just a non-factor. Nobody cared. She didn't belong to nobody.
It was like Lexi's dog. Yeah, because Lexi, I mean, even what they did, like, it's like, okay, you was messing with her after they broke up, blah, 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 blah. But you had him paying for your kid
to win shit your whole life. And then you was just like, okay. He was like, I guess I just take care of the whole family, huh?
He take care of the daddy, the mama, and the child.
Everybody.
He was
everybody.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting. One thing that did get me, I was not expecting Chef to be his daddy.
I did. He was around too much, and then you know, I did when he was over there talking about what did he say? That he used to be on top. And somebody slipped him some shit. That's when I knew it was like that raggedy bitch. I knew it. And I was like, let it come out. Let it come out. And then when it came out, I was like, I knew.
Yeah, I didn't catch that part.
He came too frequently in the book. I was like, what's up with this nigga?
He just reminded me of Zell from Friday. And I was like, this is Zell. That's every time I was like, oh, this is Zell.
People introduce those kind of characters in movies, not in books.
I know. But in my head, as I'm visualizing,
they give a certain reason why they're keep popping up.
I thought he was there for the humor of the hood. I had a top hat and dress shoes on. I was there for him. I like Cool, the neighbor. He was cool. He was funny.
When he pulled that yammer out on Jasper, that shit was hilarious as hell. He was like, "Fuck around and find out if you want to. Go ahead, get your old ass from around here."
Yeah.
And then come outside.
Yeah. It had its moments. I do think it was a little long.
Yeah.
Hey,
It was
everyone.
long.
A lot of it, or we could have took some of this stuff out.
I think
That
if we hadn't
didn't have a
gone
lot of
back to
relevance.
him, and that had all just been the exit, like if him holding her hostage and then her finding the information about him cheating and all that stuff, like had been one little passage instead of breaking up, going away for a couple months, then coming back and then finding out that he's no good. Like we already knew he was no good. We don't need no more Jaspers.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't have went back.
I wouldn't have went back, but she could have like stayed and found out all the stuff and then left, and then while she was with Rollo, all the other stuff could have happened. We didn't, and then he comes, if the end is gonna be what the end is, that could have still happened. But all this other stuff, the friend in the car accident and this my mama robbing me and robbing her, all that stuff. What is the story about?
Even before the robbery, even once Bruce found out and relayed that this was an insurance fraud thing, I'm done with you. I'm not talking to you no more, mama. Like, we cool, Emery. Like,
but you know that happens in Black relationships. Like,
I'm sure it does.
But a relationship between a son and a daughter, they'll try. I mean, a son and a mother, they'll try and try and try and try until they just can't try no more. You know what I'm saying? So that, I think that was necessary to be told, because
I just felt like he was already over her. Like before that,
I think he's been over her.
We just needed one. That's all I'm saying. We just needed one. Like, it could have been the insurance situation and not the second or we do the second robbery and not the, like,
Yeah, instead of like it being an insurance thing, it could have been like, we didn't know who robbed him and tried to rape Taylor until Bruce found the footage, and then we find out it was Emery who set up the whole thing.
Yeah, like it's just one situation.
We didn't
That's
need
all I'm saying.
It was like a lot of repetitive with the
trying
people.
again.
Yeah, like if we take some of the little stuff out, just knock it down by 2-3 chapters, then I'd be like, oh, okay. But overall, like, the book was cool.
Yeah,
I wasn't mad at it.
Yeah, I feel like it gave the flow of her writing.
Hey, Whitney.
I just said it. I'm on it. Hey, Miss Yazmine Cole.
She's Yazmine today, y'all.
Yazmine. We didn't know who we was getting.
We didn't know.
I like a surprise.
Guessing.
Oh, Lord.
I like to keep y'all guessing.
I like to keep y'all guessing.
Yeah, I like the flow of her writing. Like, I like her style of writing. Sometimes it can be a lot in these longer books where they are extremely like, okay, you're just saying stuff, but her writing flow is nice. Like, it's not terrible writing style or anything like that. I like it.
I took some copious notes.
I was gonna say, it looked like there was a lot going on there.
What you got for us? Did you have some good passages?
Just write things such as, at Kiki the Body, y'all big hoes need to put on some clothes. At Kiki the Body, this picture reeks of bad decisions and daddy issues. At Kiki the Body, ain't the other girl pregnant? I said, not reeks of bad decisions and daddy issues. Another example, the only way I'm pulling my dick out is if you're going to wrap those soup coolers around it.
What are we talking about? What are these examples of?
I know, you just started coming and reading quotes.
I was gonna say,
sometimes they just write stuff. Sometimes she just writes stuff and you just be like, oh wow, you just saying stuff. This is an example of you just saying stuff.
No, I like those things, because she was like, what you trying to say? My lips is big, and he was like, hell yeah, your lips is big. Now put them on my. But that's me.
There was one of the guys, and it wasn't, I don't think it was any of the main people. It was like one of the friends that he was talking to. He was like, yeah, she got about 19,000 of my kids on her tongue right now. And I was like, oh Lord.
Tell that bitch, when she burp baby.
Disgusting.
That's what you said in the book. Don't nobody you said what you said.
It was so funny. I was dying laughing when I read that. I was like, oh, this is so funny. Oh my God.
Do you even like the girl? That's what you gonna say to her?
Oh, they be talking
What, the
regular. They
soup
don't care how
coolers?
they
They
talk
was
to the
No,
they was
not the soup cool. That one was kind of just like, okay, like what? Because I
that
done heard
wasn't too bad.
before. You talk about her lips big, but just sometimes the way they was talking, like this dude, what's the one that kidnapped folks that lie about his age?
Jasper.
Jasper.
The whole ex-wife thing, like there for a second, he looking at his ex-wife with lust, like, oh, I want her, and oh, doo doo. And then you forgot that her vagina was dry, and that's not what you like.
You said with Harry, it was dry too.
No,
No, it was
Lexi was the
not.
desert.
Lexi was
Lexi
dry.
had desert mouth.
Lexi had desert mouth. She had dried.
Mouth or dry.
He said he called her cotton mouth.
Some dry mouth.
Get some Mentos or something.
He called her cotton mouth.
He really did.
Was a girl that had stinky breath. How many times did they say she need to get
Oh,
that tooth
yeah.
pulled?
Poor girl. What was her name? Candace? Or Candace or something like Candy?
Because she was always in somebody's face.
She was.
Trying to come up.
Talk about if you coming out with me, you got to get you some mouthwash or something.
Get you some mouthwash.
And we learned a new term. I feel like it's a new term because I feel like the rainbow snowball, we could not have been talking about that.
We were definitely
Learn
talking
what a
about
snow.
that.
I don't feel like what would
It's the same
that was about a
situation.
rainbow.
It's the same situation. I think
That was
Lonnie
not.
mentioned the rainbow.
So what is our rainbow? Snowball.
That is
rainbow
different.
snowball.
We're not talking about the rainbow.
Oh.
We're talking about
We
the
never-
snowball.
Wait, I'm saying you found where you was like, oh, that was Lonnie talking about the rainbow snowball.
So when you asked first about the snowball, and
Hold on.
then Lonnie started talking about rainbow snowball. That was something different. Because if you look at the one I sent, we started talking about That Sick Love. We were like, oh yeah, it was That Sick Love. Da, da, da. We were talking about that book.
But
Because
nobody
you were-
referenced
But
snowball.
no one said snowball. No, the book did not reference
Exactly.
snowball. It was just
Right.
what they did was snowballing.
Right. So that I'm just saying. So when you say, "Oh, that was Lonnie and her rainbow snowball," she couldn't have been talking about that because we didn't know what a snowball was. So what's a rainbow
I didn't even know
snowball?
what it was. It was
I knew what a snowball. I know what snowballing was.
I bet your nasty ass did know what a
I
snowball
definitely
I
was.
knew.
did not know.
But I didn't know what
I'm
GP
talking
was.
about Whitney.
Oh,
Whitney don't know what GP
My
is, but you know
Google
what a
don't even
snowball
let
is.
me-
I did not know what GP was.
awful. My Google, when I look it up again, rainbow snowball, it literally is pulling up snow cones that's green, red.
Oh, see, when I searched mine first thing that just popped up was what it was.
But you didn't put in rainbow.
We know
snowball.
it is.
I did.
We
I
know
put in
it
rainbow
is.
snowball. I said, what is
And-
rainbow
and
snowball?
Listen,
Urban
that's
Dictionary.
because of your search history. Yo,
Yeah.
Google, know your
Mine is off the
ass.
chart.
Mine is looking up snow cones.
Yeah, mine didn't.
Right.
Mine didn't pulled up.
Might as well look up snow cones too.
Nah.
I thought we were talking about real snowballs. I did not
No.
know that that's what the fuck that was called. That's good.
That is disgusting.
That's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
And then whatever Whitney done told us about that, I want to learn shit else.
I want to learn shit else.
What was it?
Leave
What
me
was
uneducated.
The rainbow snowball. That's the one where they're
no,
menstruate.
no, that was not the rainbow. That was not what that was called.
It's a
Oh,
menstruation.
that was a rainbow kiss.
Yeah.
No.
That was a rainbow kiss. Yeah, that was.
You
nice.
didn't see what she put in there?
Menstruation. That's
And
why
I
it's called
said,
rainbow.
and I said, I don't want no nothing else. That was
I don't
disgusting.
want to know.
That's when they swap in the that and the snowball.
No.
They
It's in
do
the chat if you
both.
want to go back and look. It's there.
Anyway,
Yeah. I literally had to write the word sex afterwards for it to come up. Wow.
I wasn't googling it,
I
But
know
That's
the
what I
book
did.
told
I
me
said,
what
I'll
it
Google
was.
it for you.
But the book
Wait
told
a
me what it
minute.
was.
It says, hold on, I'm confused. I'm
There
so
she go.
because it says a supposed sex act in which a man and a woman.
Who's
What
on
you
her
looking
menstrual
at? What
cycle?
you put? You read
I
what we put in
don't
there.
do it.
Okay, I got it. Simultaneously perform on each other, followed by a kiss, where they mix stuff.
Yeah.
How do you even find
I
out?
like snow cones, so I don't want to think about this. The word's like totally because I get cream on my snow cones, and I'm gonna look at it differently now.
You did that. Yeah.
That's
The
nasty.
sweet
anyway.
cream.
That's
Mhm.
nasty too. But
Well, the
I
flavor
don't.
that I get is called Razorback, and so it's silver fox mixed with cream, and it's tiger's blood, and it's
It's
mixed with
gonna be a
bourbon.
Razorback, all right.
I want to know
Even though I'm
who
delicious.
comes up with the terms. Like,
We
who's like,
can
oh,
Google
we
it.
gonna call that.
Let's
We
Google
gonna
it.
call that a snowball.
That is
That's
Okay,
somebody
well,
that.
let's think about it. Okay,
somebody that
so
they grease
No,
up
wait,
with
hold
a
on.
fan.
Before we
Why
get
are we
to
thinking
that,
about this?
that's what I said. Before we let's hold on. Lonnie, did you have anything else to add about the book?
Yes.
how do you like the book, Lonnie?
Oh, it was a page turner, that's for sure. I think that I had some different emotions about some of the relationships as far as the rapper and his friend, how they kind of got into it. They already had known that they kind of shared a girl, but really wasn't talking about it. And then Duke, that's the other guy's name. And then Duke passes away, and then he's like, he's really emotional about that, even though they had just had this fight.
Well, he had made up, he had sent him the message and said he was sorry.
I was about to say Duke had made up. They had made up.
No,
he would have made. It would have been. It would have been.
Responded back to. He called him back and was like, whatever he said in the message is back.
Yeah, he
He
was like,
messaged him back.
Yes,
he did. Yeah, because his phone. He called him and his phone rang, and it went straight to voicemail.
And he left him a message or something.
Well, but he was already passed when he left the message.
Because he walked out the.
Like I said, they didn't make up.
But I'm saying
In his mind, he
I
made up.
can't get a message if I'm in heaven or hell.
What I'm saying is the man. So if you call me and you leave a message like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I should have told you we straight," and then you respond back to me like, "Oh, cool," as if I'm gonna let it go, and then I walk out and I find out
If I didn't get the message,
if who didn't get it,
it's not
Duke
reconciled.
never received it. Duke never knew that he got the message, though.
But we know as the
but Duke didn't have to know.
Get out of here.
But
Yes,
no,
he did.
so here's the
That
thing.
is a
though.
reconciliation.
But you know that he didn't get it, because if you know when he died, you know that he didn't get your message.
Right.
If I'm mad at you,
Right.
and you call me to apologize for what I'm mad at you for, and I forgive you. Well, I don't know at this moment that you ain't gonna get my message, but I forgive you. You apologize, so clearly you know you in the wrong. You like, we gonna get up. We gonna let this shit go. Holler at me. We cool. And then clearly I have accepted it because I call you back. I'm not like fuck you, bitch. I'm not fucking with you. I call you back like, all right, yeah, we good. And then I'm on a high, and I walk out the room.
Mm-hmm.
My conscience is clear. Yours is too, because you called me.
But
we're friends.
And
We've been friends.
But you know that
I went to the afterworld.
He died not knowing you accepted his apology. Like you accepted.
But that don't have nothing to do with Rollo. Rollo
right,
forgave
and
him.
I promise you, my bet if I would have, this is somebody that he literally grew up with, literally. So my bet, there would be nothing in me that would have thought that they wouldn't have. I would just assume
As
that
soon
you were.
as
Like
Duke owned up to what he was doing wrong, and especially since he was the one at fault.
Yeah,
right, but what I'm saying is Duke died not knowing whether his friend.
I'm saying I feel like he would have knew. How do you feel like your friend would have held on to that about
Duke
this?
is psychic, huh?
You be psychic about your friend. You telling me
in the
your
afterlife?
friend? Yeah, you telling. I promise you, there's nothing in me that would be like, oh, my friend will still be fucked up about that, and I apologize. Like, this my friend.
Well, and here's the thing. I don't think that what they were arguing about was just something minute, because it was a woman, but it wasn't just a woman. Then you had
the loyalty.
Exactly. And so if we're good friends and now our loyalty is like, our friendship is gonna be tarnished anyway. It ain't gonna be like it was. Even if I come back to apologize to you about like I started this and I shouldn't have done it. Because it was some built up.
I feel like he would have forgiven. I feel like they would have gotten back, because I feel like this was the wake up call Duke needed to get his shit together. Like him when he made that phone call, like he was changing his life. Like at that moment, like if all that crazy stuff with Dre had to happen,
it was still some stuff with the woman though. But because he did, what was he doing
Rollo
together?
didn't care about. Rollo didn't even care about that really. He just cared about them
He
lying
didn't,
to him.
but Duke did, and she was still with the mess because as soon as Duke hit her, who did she call? Who did she call to get rescued? She called Rod. Like she called him to come and save her. And actually, she threw that in Duke's face. So I feel like when Duke left, he was upset. Like she threw that all in his face about that man did this, and it's like that's who she really loved. That's what she really like. It was to me, it was gonna keep it going because she was in the middle of it, and she was using their baby as a pawn to get a response.
All a mess.
I'm trying to see what he said. What did he say when he called him back? I was trying to find it.
I don't even remember. Like, I don't remember that conversation. Like him saying nothing.
If you're doing a search on Kindle, type in what was one of the words that he said? Type in Dre and look for one of the last instances with him in it, because it was right around when Dre was getting in the car with the drugs, and that Duke didn't know he had the drugs.
Yeah,
so it would have been somewhere around the last mentions of Dre.
No, because Dre is on page like 400 and something.
It was right at the end.
Oh yeah. 46. Dude didn't even notice he had zoned out. Blew the sirens behind them.
Yeah, so go back a little bit more.
Went back in the house real quick.
Well, no, go forward a little bit more to get to Rollo. What Rollo said, because Rollo is after that. After he's in the dressing room.
Okay, he made it in the dressing room. Taylor was Okay, 414. Dre has passed away. Let's see. He made it. Let me look on 412. He made it to the dressing room.
Cause it was right after they
he was like right in the dressing room.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Hold on.
Rollo. Okay, so it's page 413. Rollo chuckled and exited the voicemail. He was still pissed with Duke, but he thought of Chef lying in the snow. Took a ping. Rollo tried to call Duke's phone, but it kept going to voicemail. Thinking his phone was probably dead, Rollo ended the call and sent him a text. Grabbing his shirt, he slipped it on over his head and stepped out of the dressing room with the bubbly Taylor on his heels. Right off, he knew something.
He didn't say what he said.
Yeah, he didn't.
Like I said, I didn't remember them ever.
Yeah, y'all was reading into it. Wasn't that
well, he said. Well, I'm just saying he was.
His text in my head said, "We cool, nigga."
But his text was undelivered because the nigga was already dead. So like I said, who went to the afterlife?
Whether he got it or not,
he was already dead. That nigga didn't check his phone while he was falling out the car. He is a high speed chase. He didn't check his phone in the afterlife.
Because as soon as he goes out the dressing room, everybody's already
but Rollo. His best friend went to the afterlife, not knowing if his friend.
He was laughing and shit. He was all right. And I'm telling you,
he was. His friend don't know. Like he passed away, not say knowing he.
Exactly.
What I'm saying is, my childhood friend. There is nothing in me. If I fucked up, that would think, especially I wouldn't think Duke would care, because he kept fucking up and coming around. He kept like she was, but he come back around. Because why wouldn't you forgive me? Because you my nigga.
But it was because of that girl. It was how he felt.
He didn't care nothing about the girl. He knew, because even after he found out, he didn't even say nothing to Duke about it.
It wasn't about her. He specifically said it's not about Lexi.
Exactly.
He said, I don't care about Lexi. It's the fact that you didn't tell me.
Right.
And he said, and I think it was more loyalty, because the whole book is about people not being loyal to Rollo. His mom is not being loyal to him. Right. His best friend's not being loyal to him. Then you got Lexi not being, like, so many people in his corner that he's feeding, taking care of, doing all this stuff where no one is loyal to him except for his sister who raised him and Bruce, who he put on with a job because he was always been in his corner. Because even you know what really made me mad too, even for Duke, like, you don't have to do nothing, right? He said you could be a part of security, top flight security of the world, Craig. Okay, you in security, nigga. You getting drunk off champagne? Yeah, damn.
Drunk, but continue.
You know how much champagne you got to drink to get drunk?
Not a lot.
You gotta-
Champagne is dry.
I love champagne. I can drink. I mean, I'm probably not drinking the top
Whitney,
shelf, but
he
they
might have
drink.
had a low tolerance every
Nigga,
time.
nah.
And then hold on, time out. It wasn't even the alcohol. That nigga was popping perks.
Now that yeah, he was doing that.
He was
Now
doing
that
fentanyl.
he was doing fentanyl.
Whatever
Yeah,
he was doing.
that's crazy.
Listen.
Whatever
I
wasn't
don't
doing
get how
him.
people still do fentanyl.
Exactly.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So you don't even know what it took to get him fucked up because he was already fucked up off something else.
All he had to do was just not be an asshole. That's all he had to do. That's crazy.
But to me, he had this pin up.
He had resentment towards him because nobody. But I don't know why you got. It wasn't like. See, I can understand if he took a bid in jail for Rollo, like, oh, I went to jail and you got away, so you big and I went to jail. Like, there's a movie like that. I can't remember the movie. A lot of movies probably. But I can understand him holding a little bit of resentment for that.
But while he was in jail, Rollo was messing with his girl.
It was never Rollo. Duke's girl. It was always Rollo's girl.
Hold on, it was Rollo's girl.
Duke messed with her first.
Yes, that was Duke.
I thought Rollo messed with her first, and when she went to college, they broke up.
No,
Duke was
I always
fucking
thought
her.
it was Rollo's girl first.
No, it was Rollo's girl.
No,
It was Rollo's girl first.
It was Rollo's girl.
It was.
They broke up, and she went to college.
She was with Duke first.
Yes.
Nobody knew they was fucking off. Then she did start messing with Rollo, and that was his girlfriend, and she went to college. Yes, shit. Now that
Rollo. So then, if that's happened, then Rollo didn't know because Rollo didn't know they were messing around.
Nobody knew
But
that they were messing around.
openly,
that's why
it was
I'm saying,
Rollo's girl.
That Lexi knew, and Lexi
okay.
knew how Duke felt about
in
her.
Rollo's mind, that was my girl.
Rollo did. Nobody knew
I
that.
feel like that's why Duke held this resentment because that's the girl he was in love with. That's the girl he's wanted all this time.
But Rollo didn't know that. Why would you hold resentment from Rollo for that?
Lexi knows. Lexi knows.
But that don't have nothing to do with him.
But when he was in jail, what happened? Because he was like, he did not want her messing with Rollo while he was in jail. Because it was like,
no, he said they was trying. They needed the money. He begged. Lexi begged not to tell it because she needed somebody to help her, and he did too.
But they were together. So they were together then. So it was like
he already got her pregnant.
But her and Duke keep circling back together, and then while he's in jail,
well,
then
he was the consolation prize. He was the consolation prize.
Rollo knows then that Duke had her. Like it's like you.
Rollo doesn't know that they messed around until the very end of the book.
No, he knew
not
that
the very end, but like when they fell out.
While Duke was in jail,
he didn't know. He didn't know.
He didn't know it was Duke.
He knew somebody got her pregnant.
Yeah, his
whole thing was like, you left me, went to school, and got pregnant by some random guy. The whole time he doesn't know it's Duke that got her pregnant and was seeing her on and off. Like
he said, that was Duke, baby. I knew that was Duke, baby. That when he was over there, he came.
Right.
Yeah, he came up and she was like, "Get your head."
I just feel like
down. I thought, that's his baby.
Yeah, I said, oh.
I felt like their relationship was Duke's and Rollo's relationship was fake because Duke had this secret obsession with her. Like you knew.
But it was fake on Duke's part, not on Rollo's part. Rollo was like, "This is my dude. I'm holding him down for whenever." Like he was literally getting him in trouble, and he's like, "Nah, man, he's cool. He's my people. Terry's like blowing a gasket over here."
But that's why I feel like even when he apologized, whatever, he's always had this pent up resentment, but it's been behind her.
Who had pent up resentment?
Duke.
I think Duke had a bunch
had
of
some
stuff.
jealousy, but
I think he was jealous because he was getting money because he would. But I feel like he always he was gone for 5 years, so he didn't see Rollo grinding, doing all the work. He thinks he just woke up and started rapping and making money.
And then when you come out, you have nothing. He has all this, and that's who your girl has been with. Like, and he's been around your kid and all these things, and it's just like
I can't remember how deep that relationship. Like, if he was just fucking on the girl, or if he was in love with the girl. I didn't gather that in love with the girl.
He was fucking all the girls.
No, because the whole time she was over here talking about like it was a mistake, like it was just something to bump on.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't know if her and Duke.
She played him, but I feel like he had more feelings than what he was letting on because before he drove off, he hit her. Remember, she told him like, oh, you know, you did this, that, and other. I had to look it up, but it was just like he finally he
It was
hit
the scene from Baby Boy. It was the
Who you
scene from
talking
Baby
about?
Boy.
Duke hit Lexi?
When he hit Lexi.
Yes. Because she was telling him all this stuff about how Rod was basically a better man than him, and
I do remember.
But I don't think that has anything to do with any feelings. I think that's just because he been told his whole life that he wasn't shit. So like, you know what I'm saying?
And he
I
knew it, 'cause he said no matter
listen
what.
to it,
He's like,
and I think that's the reason why she got bopped.
I feel like he's been comparing himself to this person who she always chooses. Like, you've been the secret. I'll be with him in the open. You've trouble. You're in jail. I'm pregnant with your baby. I'm still gonna be with this man. You get out.
But she was never really with him. Because once she got pregnant, he was just stuck on her. He wasn't with her.
It was like she assigned this little value to him. He already had these like self-esteem issues, comparing himself, like, I don't have this, I don't have that. And then I think it was just a breakdown of everything to be told, like, I was with this person because this, and you ain't this, and you ain't that, and you ain't that. And I just felt like he's always been comparing himself. And now this one person who I share a kid with.
I really don't think he was like him. I don't really think he was in love with Lexi. Like,
I don't think he cared. I don't think he cared at all.
I
think he wanted her to pick him.
He don't care about her though, because he wasn't like, even their interactions in the book were never him professing his love for her, him trying to do stuff for her. It was always like, all the bitches, all the pussy, all the bitches, and then Lexi over here.
That was a front.
I think he just needed someone to take care of his kid, and the fastest and easiest route was for her to get the money from Rollo. And
he knew he ain't had no means to take care of the kids, so he was like, continue on with the meal ticket.
He did, but when she told him that to his face, she got her ass popped too.
That's because he's probably just
it's a pride issue. I don't think he cared about her. He ain't care about shit. He ain't even care about his own fucking best friend.
That's what I'm saying. I think it was a comparison. Like, everybody compares me and this person. When you put me next to this person, I look like shit. You look like the greatest.
Because you are shit.
I mean, he was.
You are.
But in saying that, who does that if my friend? You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to compare myself to my best friend. It's like my best friend.
It was a situationship.
That they weren't, to me, that the relationship wasn't like Rollo thought it was, because Duke was constantly jealous.
Yeah, he definitely was jealous. Because even what's her name said it. Everybody kept pointing it out. Terry was like, I don't know, man. There's some weird jealousy. Bruce was talking about it. They were all like, he's like,
everybody.
Yeah.
Even her sister at the very end. Hey, I know you was sad about his death and everything, but you need to let that shit go. Because in the end of the day, he wasn't really your friend in the first fucking place. We gonna go ahead and ease on about this situation. We gonna continue making money, making songs, and we gonna go on about our business. That's what the sister said in so many words. Okay. So
some of those lyrics to those songs was diabolical.
No, the cousin rapper.
Bro, baby.
The cousin rapper was like his sister dancing.
I'm mad at the fact that he was like, man, fuck y'all, because I was supposed to come over here and I thought we was going to have a family moment, but you had me come over here to American Best.
Like America Got Talent and looking for.
I was like, who got talent in this house? Nobody.
And the sister over there. What are you doing?
But then you put out the mixtape. You put out the mixtape with the diss on it, like, bro.
But I don't understand why the mom sees the success of her son, right? She sees this, and she's still trying to put AJ on. AJ, you like trash.
Talentless.
If you're a con artist, you're supporting the wrong person. You are the worst.
But she knows that she probably it came across like she knew that AJ, she could get the money from AJ. AJ's gonna give her the money. AJ and Rollo didn't give her the access to the money like she wanted. Right. So she needs somebody else.
Money. Agent ain't making no. He said I paid for the studio time.
I know, so I'm saying she's trying to get him on so she can get access.
So she can get
use him.
access to the money
Because Rollo
because
wasn't
you know
giving her
that.
no access.
He said I'm paying your mama's bill. So how you gonna? I was like, oh my god.
No, hold on. The first thing is like you over here telling me that you should have aborted me, but what? You want me to put your name on my account?
Oh, that was
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Absolutely
Like,
not.
don't do that. Don't you do that. Don't you do
He knew
it.
better. He knew better.
He did. He
He
did.
did have some
Did.
sense.
He
I
did
will
have
say
some.
that.
See, that's the one thing I did like about
He was the only
even
one in the
Taylor.
book had sense.
Taylor, even she, like some of her, she had her sense. At first, she
Got
had
done.
sense. She had sense until she went back, because even when she said, he's like, "Oh, you selfish. You selfish." She's like, "What did she say? I'm 24. I'm supposed to be selfish. I am selfish." I said, "I know that's right." Because why you
Math ain't math. She's 24 and he's 13.
How old was she?
And he
Did she
85.
say 24?
I don't know how old she is.
I
Oh,
thought
okay.
she was older than
She's
24.
20 something. I know she's 20 something.
I was just saying because I didn't do remember her
But
saying
I
she was
remember him
13 years
calling her
older, but he was
selfish.
supposed to be in his 40s, I think.
So okay, so
How old is this author? Maybe that's
hold
why.
on. So was the age thing that when he said how old he was, but then she found the driver's license and it didn't say the age. She just said he was old enough to be my dad and my
But he's
granddad.
only 13 years older than
13 years
her.
older than her.
No, that was what she assumed, right?
No, that was after she found the thing. And she
The
was
driver's
saying,
license.
After she
found
found the
out he was
driver's
13
license.
Because she was like,
So
"Oh, son of a bitch."
So
Oh,
I think.
that
So
ain't
I'm
that much.
thinking.
I mean, that's older, but
That's why
that
I
ain't your
asked how old is
granddaddy
this
age.
author?
That
That ain't
ain't-
your daddy age.
If the author is in her early 20s or mid 20s, she calling us old.
That's old.
So I'm like, when I'm thinking old, I'm thinking he in his 60s.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, he's
Listen, I thought
yeah.
she was
Said
messing with
daddy or
Father
granddaddy
Time.
age. So
Well,
I
because
was
she said he old enough to be
But
my
if
daddy.
she's
I
20
said 13.
Yeah,
is
but
not,
if she's in her like 22, I got a
she
25
could
year
be
old, so
40.
I
I
am
got
old enough to be.
22. I got almost 22
Yeah.
year old. So yeah.
We the old.
hey,
Oh,
We the old bitches.
We the old.
we
We
getting
old.
up there.
Damn.
We getting up
Hey,
there.
that's all.
So maybe that's what it is. Like we thinking old to us, but
right.
it might be old to
Listen,
Twitter.
because I thought you was hunching on somebody granddaddy, because
I
everybody
definitely
over
thought he
here
was
calling
old.
him
Sitting there
y'all.
thinking, didn't he
So
have
he
some
just must not have
wrinkly
aged well.
balls? Like you couldn't tell that man was in his 60s. Like,
She was
but
acting
you're
like
right.
he was old because why the woman had to be his ex-wife with the hairy coat. That's some old shit.
That's
That's old women shit.
That's some 70 time.
So I want to know how old he was. Because everybody was swearing that man was old.
But everybody kept calling him grandpa. They said, "How your grandpa?"
Yellow.
But like, hey, but I'm saying like if she's young and she's writing as if they're like in their like 22, 23.
She says
24.
her age in here. Lonnie, type in or who has the Kindle?
It don't let me search.
Search
on
what's
my
it called?
computer.
Selfish.
All right.
Because she says I'm blank. I'm supposed to be selfish. She says her age.
You're so infamous. Okay, that's Jasper.
Yeah. So keep reading her part.
Okay,
after.
right here, because she said I have the right to be selfish. No, she says I'm in my 20s. I have the right to be selfish if I want to. You're not about to
It's
be
ambiguous.
Mm-hmm.
She got to be early 20s now.
Early, yeah.
How
I'm thinking 24.
How old was the brother? How old is
he? Was 8. Oh, I don't know, because I know
he was 8.
Janelle
He was 8. I was over here talking about
similar.
Which
Trooper
one was
and him
8?
were a similar age. Jalen was 8.
Jalen was 8.
Baby,
yeah, because
he said
we
I'm
thought,
this many old.
I know. I thought he was like 4. I definitely thought he was 4.
3-year-old.
So maybe I think the opposite. Maybe she's young.
I think she's
I
younger.
just saw her on Facebook. She didn't look. I mean, she looked like she might be 30. I don't want to say that, and that woman be young. Let me shut up.
She looked young. Well, I don't looked at her review pic, like on her Amazon picture. She looked young in her picture, but I didn't like look at it.
Because if she's young,
decipher.
but I did an 8-year-old talking about I'm this many old.
That's wild.
He got to be on the spectrum.
I'll drop my phone. Let me see.
Yeah.
Lady Nesha.
Because in my head, he held up his fingers and said, "You was gone this many days."
Okay, she could be late 20s. She could be in her 20s.
Yeah, she looks younger than me. when I saw her, I looked. She looked
Yeah,
really young.
but in 8 years, maybe she didn't realize how old she had put that baby.
Got to match up. He made me
That sound like a 4-year-old.
Yeah, it did.
Definitely not an 8-year-old.
No,
because if my 8-year-old,
my 8-year-old
was like, I'm this many. Boy, you what? I know you better go to school tomorrow and tell that teacher she better learn you something because you ain't learning.
I said maybe that's why he had the iPad because they do, they do be having the iPad.
They do.
They be on the spectrum. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
that was
this week's book.
Did you finish the book, Lonnie?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I'm gonna finish it. I got one more chapter. I mean, I got the epilogue. I got probably like 2 more pages because you saying.
Did we already pick
they're on
next
the red
book?
carpet? Did we?
Yeah, I thought we did.
Did we say we was
What
gonna
was
read
it?
something?
We
I
did.
thought we said anonymous act. Did we say anonymous acts or no?
That's
Y'all-
no.
Hey.
That book is good. That book is good. I know we were
That
going
book.
to do a Christina C. Jones book.
That is Christina.
That is a
okay.
Christina C. Jones.
Okay.
Oh, I haven't read that.
Oh, it's good. I like that book.
Super duper good.
Is it on KU?
Yeah,
It should be.
it was when we read it.
Oh, y'all done already read it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll read it again. I forgot the part.
Yeah, I'll read it again.
Anonymous act.
Mm-hmm. You know the book we no, never, let me not be. What is our goal? What is our motto? No messy 2025. I'll put it in the chat.
No mess in 2025.
Yeah, it's on KU, baby.
I think I already own that book.
I think I bought it. I think it's on my bookshelf.
I think it's on my bookshelf too.
Okay, Christina.
That book is
Yeah.
The
That
first
book.
chapter,
that's
baby.
a thick book too.
The first couple pages, you're gonna be like,
Is it?
It's not that big. I thought it was like 3 something.
let me see. It is. I want this to tell me how many pages. It's 293 pages. It's not bad.
Oh.
That's an easy read.
Okay, so that's what we're reading next week.
I'm excited.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Kay.
Since I got so much in my KU, let me return.
You haven't done any kind of homework, have you?
Me?
You're supposed to be getting rid of the books in the Kindle.
I'm trying to attend my Hillman University IT course.
Oh, speaking about Hillman,
It's
let me. I don't know if y'all seen it, but let me tell y'all what I seen on this here interweb about Hillman.
Hold on.
University.
Hold on.
Oh, you talking about
call
the
it?
Proceed.
that white woman? Go ahead.
What white woman?
Look.
I've seen a lot of.
No, I'm talking about yes.
Who?
But it wasn't even trademarked by a white lady. That's her last name. She was like, oh, it seemed like it was it was trademarked by somebody white. So I went ahead and trademarked Hillman Talk HBCU. That's how it goes? HBCU, yeah. And so the lady that trademarked the Hillman Talk HBCU might get her shit approved before the other one because she had a whole lot of classes under Hillman Talk University. So if she wanted to shut everything down, she could.
You
so
said not a white lady?
2 people. No, it's not a white lady.
Oh, okay.
It's the lady that started it.
I thought what's her name started it.
No, she classified it as Hillman Talk, but the lady released a course.
Mm.
She did a trademark back in November.
But can they
Hillman Talk?
Can they
Hillman Talk University, yes.
In November?
But it's trademarked
In
off of the
November.
show, so do they have the right to do that? Because
Not Hillman Talk. That ain't.
Not Hillman Talk.
Off of.
That's different though.
But
Hillman
anybody
yeah.
can come up with anybody can do Hillman. It's Hillman Talk. You know what I'm saying? If Hillman is not trademarked,
I think
like that.
I don't know, but I get what you're saying because it's like a derivative of.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
it is.
sometimes
But
it
I
can be a
mean,
little
it belongs to that television network.
But they would have to have. It depends on how
They
if they do
can
have a trademark, how what the trademark is.
how they have it classed. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it
Like
probably isn't
they
ours.
wouldn't be able to use it in a TV series or something like that. Maybe it depends on how it's classed.
Because that's where you got it from, and it was someone
Right.
else's original idea.
But like I said, if they didn't trademark it,
But Hillman, I'm sure, because there's
I'm
a
sure
made up
Hillman is
university for that.
trademark.
Yes, I'm sure it's trademark.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure Hillman is trademark.
Yeah.
Let's go Google it. Hold on.
I can't imagine it not being trademark because that would
or the trademark might be dead.
I doubt.
Not
We're
in
gonna
their
go-
They still running.
episodes. No.
Yeah, they still running episodes because even to like not have paraphernalia or put stuff
Or
on
it's
there
not
and to
eating.
set for sale. I
Mhm.
can't imagine. But somebody could have just dropped the ball.
They could have.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine them doing that just because it was on a major network. It was
But like, bro,
it wasn't like
why?
on Tubi.
Hillman's trademark. Yes, Hillman is a trademark brand. Hillman owns the right to his name, logo, trademarks, and other intellectual property. Hillman's trademark shall not be used without express written permission.
Did she actually get her trademark? Because I would say the girl that does
No,
my
it's
nails.
pending. Both
Oh,
of
the
them
girl
is
that
pending.
does my nails. Her.
Okay, so wait a minute. So there's this one too. There's a Hillman
Trademark of
College
Jake
trademark, and it was filing was in 2016, and their goods and services, athletic apparel, name shirts, pants, jackets, footwear, hats, caps, athletic uniforms, headwear, hoodies, all clothes, like merch essentially.
So I'm gonna say that the girl that used to do my nails, her salon, her business name used to be
She probably the
it was like dang, it was a school. I can't remember what. I'm gonna have to look it up. But whatever it was, Ivy League.
Oh, you gotta change.
Oh yeah, you can't use that. You can't use that at all.
It was like Ivy League nails. It wasn't like just it was like Ivy League nails or whatever. They told her, "Oh no, ma'am." They was
No.
No, here's the
That's
thing.
even like
They probably not mad about us using this on TikTok, but when you gonna try
You
to
start
start
making
making
money,
money, they
yeah.
finna shut it down. Cause this, what does this say? Jay Kennett Media Group. It's a media group that own it. Like they went back and got it.
And so
that's like even the
to put
movie
the top on
Zootopia
it,
from Disney. You had to change a whole movie title to Zootropolis because of a trademark. Damn. And it was like years later.
we'll see if they issue her trademark depending on what she's trying to do. But even the fact that you put top on the end of it.
But TikTok belonged to somebody. Like you can't even use that.
But I'm saying she's trying to like as if you have made up this thing, but to know what it is,
Yeah.
they could probably stop it because you're still saying it's Hillman of TikTok. And so you can't. I can imagine somebody saying,
I don't know.
I feel like the judge ain't gonna let that go.
She done paid her money, and trademarks ain't cheap. So
that's all you with your dumb
You
ass.
get paid and spending, and somebody else gotta approve it. That's a lot of 2 minutes.
No different with patents.
I was like, and two of y'all are going for it. Yeah, child.
Baby,
Why would you
do it? Because what's the purpose of doing it?
I don't think either one of them are gonna do it. Get it?
But I'm saying, why would you be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna go trademark that"?
Right, because
So you
unless
can
you
control
think
it.
that you
It's gonna
think
get
you're
you
going
money.
to open something where professors can come and charge money to people to come and take classes, baby, they finna shut that shit.
Because I bet the person she's gonna start trying to make merch. She's gonna try to make merch and make it so
They
that else
already
can make
making
it.
merch. They
But then
already
if she
making
gets a
merch.
trademark, she gets a trademark for it, then she can sue all these people making merch.
But she can't because somebody else already owned the trademark for Hillman.
Well, yeah, but she probably not thinking like that. She probably thinking, let me go ahead and trademark this real quick.
That's what I'm saying. But Cause they is done got deep. I've seen the whole
Girl.
people done put
Girl,
the whole
I was
spreadsheet
like,
together.
God damn, we can't have shit.
Everybody's an expert and professor at this point of something.
I started a
Because
class on there for people who need IEPs, like help with your kids with getting special
Hello.
education services. Like I
Oh,
started.
that's I ain't see that on the list. They can
Go ahead
add
and throw yours up there real
Go
quick.
ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it.
Right? Delete from recording. Go ahead and do it now.
Oh, you said you were gonna do that.
A class. Yeah. No,
Oh,
I
I
said
thought-
I was gonna do a class.
Oh,
Like
I
I
thought
haven't
you
seen it.
seen one. I finna say, yeah.
Go ahead and do it.
Because I'm telling you, like it is. It's a lot of information out here now. They give
It
out
is,
everything.
and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I love it.
I said, oh, I gotta give me a calendar.
I took my first baking class the other day. It was wonderful.
Today. But I got my syllabus downloaded and printed.
One, I was gonna say one lady, they had her class. She actually is like having class, like so she go live to do in the class.
Yeah, this
and
is
then
one of
she,
his schedules. Like she was
yeah,
like Monday, Wednesday,
and she was
Friday.
like, if you can't do it, it's on this. You can
See,
go to
Sister
this
Harlem, summer
website
semester.
and get you can go to this website and like watch it if you can't catch it in real time.
Yeah.
They got the syllabus.
This is a great way for her to make YouTube, link your YouTube and have all your classes on there. Maybe it'll blow up.
The man got course book like where you can get your free books for his class.
This class.
I'm telling you.
And you attend. She said you need to answer with your name and then go ahead, but you have to dress like you're attending a class while you're on. I said, oh.
I wish that someone could figure out a way to get people credited.
The man was giving this same
course
classes. I can't remember what course he
certification.
teach, but he's giving out certifications. Now I don't know
Yeah.
if certification gonna be worth some shit, but he's giving them out. He's giving out certificates upon completion.
Yeah, I need someone to start doing that because that's
that's
it's cool taking all these classes, but if you can get certified for something, that's cool. Or at least get you to the point where all you gotta do is take a test. Like I'll teach you everything you need to know, and then take the test.
But I'm sure it's a lot of stuff like that because even like the PMP, if you get them study guides together, and you can go pay to take your test to get your PMP certification and be a little project manager. Now you gonna test a little hard, but I'm sure they got classes here to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start, making them people make big bank just because you got the certification. So
trying to be an insurance.
But anyway, I said all that to say, like, goddamn, we can't have shit without some mess. Like, is it that serious? Like, bro,
somebody see the opportunity to capitalize on something.
Yeah. And it's always
and then for you to be like, oh, that sounds like a white name. Why you ain't do no research?
I promise you, I did see a video and they said it was a white one.
Who was it?
I can't remember. I just was scrolling and they were saying
we
can't have nothing. The video was like, oh, we can't have nothing. The white lady done can't da, 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 and then I just kept scrolling because I didn't care nothing about it. Because trademark or not, I don't care. I'm not planning on.
I was gonna say I ain't trademark the classes that I'm taking, so I don't care. Y'all can call it abracadabra kazoo. And
right, and then honestly speaking, you trademarking and then telling these people they can't do all they can change it down.
Just change the name.
We still won't have class. They just gonna change the name.
You know what I'm saying?
HLM.
It just be another hashtag tomorrow. Like,
but
it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing but a change.
I know why they named it Hillman Talk or whatever, but I honestly would have been like, it could have been the University of Barlow. That's what it should have been because that's who kicked the shit off.
Yeah.
It would have been. I would have been like the University of Barlow University, and then you ain't got to worry about it because I bet you ain't in one of them somewhere.
Yep, and go ahead and trademark that.
Don't trademark it, but I'm just saying because that's she. It kicked off with
she
her.
kicked it off, yeah.
Yeah, so why would you? I know why they did Hillman, but that's probably
I wouldn't have did Hillman just because of what Lonnie said. Like, bro, like you can run the risk of getting sued because the name is utilized in something. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if you ain't did your research. It wouldn't have been Hillman to me.
Yeah, because
I think they let that run.
Monetizing it.
Well, I think they let that run because, hey, if we're gonna start releasing the episodes, so we want people to get new subscriptions to where they releasing it, Netflix or wherever.
Is it coming back on? Do they be showing
It is. It
I
come on
couldn't find
February
it.
the 7th.
I couldn't find it when I
And
was
I'm
trying
gonna
to find it.
watch
No,
it.
Cause you know I
that's
ain't
why
seen
I'm
it,
gonna watch
so
it.
I was like, where do I watch it at?
that's
They
free
probably approve it.
advertisement. That's why they letting them run with it. But if y'all getting carried away,
They're gonna start when they start making too much
reel y'all
money.
back in. Yep,
Yeah.
you have to reel y'all
on
back
that?
in.
You're doing too much. Y'all
You're
got
doing too
t-shirts
much.
and hoodies out here, and I ain't got no cut. Come on back.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. As soon as they see the
Right
girl, I
now,
made
it's
$8 million off
advertisement.
him. Oh
Everybody's
wait.
excited. Everybody's excited about it. The episodes are coming back on, so they let
I done
y'all.
seen them all. I'm good. I done seen them all 92 times. I'm straight.
I
I've
saw them
seen them
all.
all
It's
0
only a
times.
couple that I haven't seen.
I done seen them all.
Yeah, I ain't
You wanna
watched
have a
it.
you wanna
I
have
ain't
a
watched it
watch
on the
party
weekend.
with me, Yazmine Cole?
Sure, I can
Yes.
practice my accent like Whitney.
I'm
Hell
done.
no. Whitley got on my nerves. I used to
Yeah,
try to
that
fast forward
wine
when
was
it came up
something
on
else.
TV. It came on TV. I used to fast forward. I used to want to fast forward every time she started talking too.
Oh no.
Not fast
You
forward.
know
So
what's
let them
funny?
later seasons you start watching all together then, huh? Because it wasn't nothing but her doing.
Nothing but her.
Cree, Summer. What's her name? Her real name Summer, and she's Cree on
Cree
there.
Summer.
Okay,
Cree Summer.
I remember when I was like, a teenager and thinking, I wish my hair would do that. Because I got perms, I was always so afraid to go natural. And I remember the episode when they straightened her hair and they was chasing her with a comb, and she was like, no! That's how I am now. Like, wait a minute. You gotta comb slowly.
She be on Abbott Elementary and she wear her hair straight now on them.
Uh-huh.
I need to catch up on Abbott.
Yeah, I do too.
They some fools with it.
I haven't watched this.
Freddie Brooks.
All right, let's go ahead and end the live, ladies, because it's an hour and some minutes. Thank you guys for joining us on Sisters and Lit. Tune in next Wednesday at